Whoa, happy 4th of July weekend to everybody in the club getting tipsy. It's your boy, Manly Brandon, and I'm back here in the dojo. Just finished the workout today, arms and shoulders. Decided to start seriously trying to train abs a little bit to make them pop more, because the end of the year goal of having six-pack abs is very attainable. Like, they come and go, you can see them, different lighting, different things, but if they're a little bit bigger, they'll pop more, and I'll continue losing more weight. Like I said, I've cut down to my original goal of 200 pounds, and I thought that with the muscle I've added, that would make it, but I'm still around 20% body fat. That's too much. 20% is too much. Got to get down to 15, start seeing the abs. So we're working on that, and I may have to cut down to 190, something like that, while adding muscle. We'll see. But the diet's going good, and I'm not having any fatigue from it, and because I've been doing it correctly this time, slow and steady, no massive calorie cut. Kind of doing a little intuitive eating, like if I feel hungry, I eat a little bit, but not like till I'm full, but just eat to like satisfy those hunger cues. And so far, that's been keeping me under my calories. Like I've got like tons of like little snacks I can go around, like grab a handful or whatever, and that's not good for like keeping calories out, but it's not bad for keeping me sane. So yeah, we're riding that 500 calorie a day deficit according to my thing. My hair is thinning faster than I am. That's a lovely thing. Got a car show going on across the street, so if you hear any kind of background music, that's what's going down over there. And so Tuesday, if you guys are subscribed to the Dead Emo Kid channel, I have a special EP dropping. 3 songs written about my cat Greta. I have like a running joke where she's like the lead singer of a metal band, so we call her Gretel, the heavy metal cat. And so this is her featuring. Like I mixed her meows and some of her noises into the background of a couple songs, and then wrote like 3 songs about her. And so it's like it is what it is. If you guys like it, it's fine. If not, it's definitely a joke thing, but it's a culmination of a couple years of joking. And I think they turned out pretty good. I got some pretty cool guest vocalists on a couple of the tracks. One of them is like kind of like this pop punky singer named Chris Crosby. He's out of Delaware, somewhere on the East Coast. I don't know. I'm got a hold of him on Fiverr, which is I use a lot to get some of my guest vocalists and collaborators, because there's not like a big scene around here where there's tons of vocalists in the area, or too many. And I don't really like. It's kind of my vision. So on Fiverr, you give them what to sing, and they don't really have too much input on it. So it's still your vision. I'm just not a very good singer. I do sing on Dead Emo Kid stuff, but I think I sound really generic and not anything special. So I like to have the guest vocalists kind of change things up a little bit. And then I think the other girl's name was Leah something. I feel really bad, because I just collaborated with her on this. I'll find it, but anyway, she'll get her credit on the actual song. So it's really cool working with those guys. I really like it, and so look for that. And then in October, obviously, the new Dead Emo Kid album. It's going to be a big one, and it's a concept album. And then actually, while I'm working on that, I'm also working on the HP Lovecraft EP in the background that is going to be released, but it's like a hidden, like you're going to have to find it. Like you can't just locate it on, you have to like be given the link to the playlist to find it. So it's kind of cool. There's like a little game associated with it. Eventually I'll probably put it out, but just for the time being, like early adopters, they're going to get the access to the album. If I can get the website up, it's a lot of moving pieces, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I've tried to contact some people about some web design. I have no idea. One of my buddies actually got the idea for some of my logos and stuff like that to do some stickers. So I'm going to start making some stickers. Got some actual Most Hated live stream stuff coming up this here before the 31st. We're going to be joined by Doug Graves again, and we're going to do our football picks for the year, and we're going to discuss that kind of stuff. And then on the 31st at the Hall of Fame game, we're going to Buffalo Wild Wings. And me and my other friend are going to do the Blazing Challenge. I think you got to eat 10 wings, 10 of the blazing wings in 5 minutes. Now I've done this before, but now they're offering a t-shirt, so I want that shirt. It's really easy. It's not hard at all. And I'm glad that they're making you, like, it's like some people, they eat wings and they just like eat the middle and they leave so much meat on the bone. I have always been a clear the bone, clear the gristle, clear everything type of fat guy. So I got that handled, and I can do it in 5 minutes, and it's no problem. Like, I'm not even worried about the time limit or the heat, because it's hot, but it's not so devastating that I won't be able to do it. So I'll clear that out, and I want only if they give the shirt, though. I think that would sound like a gunshot. Sound like gunshots out there, but it's not fireworks. Okay, people letting off fireworks. But yeah, so I like spicy stuff, and I would do it just because I like it. But if it's not gonna give me a t-shirt, then I'm not gonna do it, because it's not worth it, because it kind of ruins the rest of your meal. Like, well, not for too long, but it'll ruin my buddy's meal, and I don't want that. So only if they give the t-shirt, we'll do it. But if they don't, then we'll just have regular Buffalo Wild Wings Hall of Fame game. And then yeah, so if it comes to pass, then you'll see something here. I'm sure videographer Doug Graves will record, or even Pat will record the thing, and then we'll post it up here. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's the plan for this month. Like I said, I hope everyone had a happy 4th. I hope no one Jason Pierre Paul'd themselves, and you all got your digits still. Fireworks were last night here and where I'm from on the 5th, and it was a pretty good display. The grand finale was really cool. It's just fun. Like, I still have that childlike whimsy when it comes to fireworks. So yeah, I also brought up a new bench. I took down my setup bench and brought up from the basement an incline bench so that I can start hitting skull crushers on that. I saw an online tutorial how to turn that machine into, like, basically you can do whatever you want. So I'm gonna hit my skull crushers there. I did that earlier, and it really works. It burned like a motherfucker, and it was nice, and I feel like I got a pretty good workout today. Like I said, the lighting really helps give definition. And that's my right arm. That's my little guy. And it's not too bad. Left arm's a little bit bigger and more impressive. I feel like Guile from Street Fighter when I do that. Kick bison in the balls, you know, like, fun stuff. But yeah, so that's exciting stuff in the world of the workout space. Brought that up. My son hasn't been using his downstairs equipment as much as I'd like, so like I was like, man, what's going on? Like, you have a whole gym down here, and he's just not into it. You know, you can't force anyone to do it. I would love for him to be a little bit healthier, but I can't make him do it if he's not into it, because then he'll look at it as a punishment. So kind of got to let him come do it on his own. I'll always be there with tips and pointers and to help him out, and you know, I'm not going to take away his equipment or anything like that. It's down there. He's got the total gym and all that stuff down there. So he's got the beginner set, and it's a good way to progressively overload. It's also the one I like to use during the winter time when I'm on my bulks. You know, I don't think I'm going to do a major bulk this year. I put on like 30 pounds of, like, to bulk, so that I put up, and then like I lost, like, cut down, and it just wasn't worth it. It was really hard, and I don't like the cut and bulk cycle, because I bulked my entire life and I'm really good at it, and I'm not so good at cutting. So the bulking was really easy. The cutting is where I've been having the trouble. So I don't want to go through that again. I've worked too hard to get down to where I'm at in a healthy weight, and I don't want to mess it up just in the pursuit of muscle. So I'm going to try some main gaining. It's a lot slower, very much slower, or even just a slight bulk, like 250 calories above maintenance. And then once I get to, like, put on 10 pounds, then, you know what I mean? Like, just do mini bulk and cuts. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It just, as a former fat guy, I don't want to go back. I don't want to become part of that statistic of people who, like, lose their weight and then immediately regain their weight because they go back to eating and acting how they were before. So I don't want that. I do want to add slightly more muscle. So I have 15.5-inch arms. I'd love to get them to 17. I don't need to be any bigger than that. 17 is fine. I don't need no 24-inch pythons. I just want to be able to walk around and people be like, all right, that guy works out. Because I'm going to be 40 this year, and I want to look good for a 40-year-old, and I want to live until I'm like fucking 100 years old. So I'm doing everything that I can, getting my cardio, getting my fucking workout, getting the diet, all that in order. Like I said, I'm a diabetic. Even though it's in remission, I'm always going to be a diabetic. It's always, like, you know, always going to be a risk for me. So I want to keep all my fingers and toes. Even if I lose the foot or whatever, like as happens with some diabetics, that gives me my excuse to skip leg day and I'll just work upper body. Kind of morbid, but that's just the way it is. So if one day you see me out there with an incredibly jacked upper body, but I'm missing a foot, y'all know what happened. So yeah, because you need carbs to build muscle, and carbs are the enemy when you're diabetic. So it's a very precarious teetering match. But actually, fun fact, when the doctors and scientists want to simulate diabetes or actually give diabetes to test animals, they don't load them up with sugar. They just make them fat, because having too much fat on your system is a big way to get diabetes. So like even if you never eat a lot of sugar, if you just get fat, you can still become diabetic and have like insulin resistance because of that. Because like even if you're not overeating sugar, anytime you eat stuff, like your insulin kicks out into your body. So if you're eating a lot, it's going to be in your system. You're going to become resistant to it. So just always keep that in mind. Like if you're like, oh, I'm worried about being a diabetic, I should cut sugar. It's like that would help. But what you really need to do is just lose weight. Like seriously. Like I don't care what anyone says. That will fucking work for you. I promise. If you're eating correctly, you're going to be all right. Like it's literally an imbalance. Unless you're type 1, then you're just kind of boned. But it is what it is. Now, on the subject of that, there's this... if you are diabetic and you happen to be watching this is just like a little plug here. There's a guy online. His name is Insulin Resistance 1 or Insulin Resistant 1, and he goes and tests food and shows what it does to his blood sugar. Now results may vary, but it's a good way to like watch and kind of keep an idea of like what foods you might want to try, because some of the stuff will surprise you that doesn't spike your blood sugar at all, and some of it like you'd be like, holy shit, that really spiked it. Why would that spike it so much? So it's a good baseline, like just to kind of give you an idea. So Insulin Resistant 1, and just look it up. He's like a guy with a goatee. I think he's Canadian. Just go watch his stuff. It really helps. And on the subject of recommended channels, also I'm watching the part 4 of the lineal heavyweight UFC title, like the heavyweight MMA title. And this is part 4 by a guy called Napoleon Bonaparte. He's a Irishman, and he is hilarious. He has like a really subversive sense of humor. I recommend everything that he's put out, but this new video is actually really good, and it's like the era that I started watching UFC a lot. So it's got like Brock and Velasquez and Verdum and Emelianenko and Crow Cop and all those guys in this video. So I recommend checking it out. It's really long, 2.5 hours. So if you got some time to just throw it on in the background every now and then, peek your ear in. You'll hear some funny shit. You can chuckle a little bit, and you can go on about your day. I've been putting it on in the background while I've been working out. Me and my kid put back together his motorcycle and everything, did the oil change. I put some seafoam into the tank, and I'm hoping that that'll clear out whatever is going on with his carburetor causing that leak. If not, then I'm going to have to change the fuel lines, which is not a big deal. It just sucks. Or I'm going to have to pull the carbs and clean them, which I've never done on this particular bike. So I may need to call in someone who knows what they're doing. But other than that, this bike is good to go, and he's excited because it's his. Like I said, it's his outright. I just got to put it in his name when he's able to, when he gets his license and everything. And he's got himself a nice cruiser-style motorcycle. I know it's scary for me as a parent because, motorcycles are dangerous, and I don't want to risk it. But it's something he loves, and I'm going to show him how to ride and all that stuff, and try to teach him the safety. Wear helmets, dress for the ride, not the slide, not the ride. So you want to always be having as much safety stuff as you can. Your leather jacket, leather chaps if you have them. If not, at least jeans, boots, some gloves, maybe with some knuckle protectors, because motorcycle accidents, you'd be surprised how many people end up with broken hands because you're like trying to stop yourself, and you can just break your hands. And the knuckle protectors help a little bit. Always a helmet, never just sunglasses. Like, you ain't trying to out there to impress anyone. You're out there to get some wind therapy and just kind of go, and it's fun, and it's a cool lifestyle if you do it properly. Some people just abuse it, and they're assholes, and I get it. So as somebody who rides a two-wheeled vehicle all the time, I understand how frustrating it can be to regular drivers when they're weaving in and out of traffic or not being considerate of you and expecting you to be considerate of them. It's a two-way street. Everyone should be considerate of everyone, but I have many times been tailgated too close by people, and I'll speed up and then they'll speed up. It's like, you got to give me some room, because if I fall down, then you're going to just hit me and that's it. Like, there's nothing I can do about that. So, just be considerate of each other. I really don't want to have to, pull over to the side of the road and beat your ass because you would follow me too closely. I really don't want to have to do that, but I mean I will, because like if my life is threatened, then that's, you threatened it. So sorry, you're the one who brought this. Anyway, not to try to like boast and think I'm a badass, but like in a fight, like if somebody, you know what I mean, like if I'm fighting for my life, I'm gonna try a little bit harder, you know. And I'm a trained fighter, I'm not like great or anything like that, but I think I'll do all right. Let's leave it at that. So yeah, speaking of trained fighting, I've been hitting the bag a lot here. Well, a lot of that boxing. I fucking love boxing, man. And I just seen a thing on ESPN where they said that boxing is the most physically demanding sport of all, which surprised me. I thought it would be football, but football is even lower than hockey, because I guess hockey is basically football on ice with some fighting. But boxing ranks even higher than MMA professionally, like only because you get the standing 10 count. So if you get knocked down, or standing 8 count, and you can get back up and keep going. But MMA, once you're down and you look out, they don't give you a chance to get up. They call it. So you're not going to take repeated damage to the head while you're already concussed in an MMA fight generally. But in a boxing match, it's almost guaranteed. So it's crazy. It beat out gymnastics. Gymnastics crazy though. Don't ever let anyone tell you that that's like a pussy sport. That, like, if you've seen those guys, they are all fucking just huge, jacked in the arms, because it's crazy strength. Hats off to any actual professional athletes. I was surprised that baseball beat out soccer because you run so much, but I guess I don't know, you run in baseball too, but it just seems like there's a lot of standing. The list is crazy, but they do a pretty good job of justifying it. And so yeah, I'm good with it. But yeah, so boxing, one of my favorite sports to do, not so much to watch. I mean, it is pretty fun. I like to watch MMA more. And I love martial arts movies. So I've always been a fan of martial arts and boxing to some extent, like kind of tangentially followed it. I just love watching people just punch each other. It's fun. Tell me it's not. Like, bare knuckle boxing is cool as hell. All that stuff. I'm not really big on the slap fighting, but watching those highlights of slap fighting, that's crazy too. I just can't believe people would do that, because open hand slap, man, you could just die from that. Like, it would just kill you. I think I'd rather get punched in the head than open hand slap. But yeah, so that's my little tangent on that. But yeah, so that's what I got going on today, this beautiful July 6th. Go back to work tomorrow. Like I said, I just finished the shoulder and arm training today. I did the skull crushers, tried that out. Worked out really well. And while I had that bench inclined, I did the incline curls to work out the triceps. And then I went over here and I added 25 more pounds on there, so we're at 200 pounds on the overhead shoulder press. Did my shoulder presses, came out and did the lateral raises. We're almost to the point to go up from 25s to 30s. It's gonna be scary. I think I can do, I know I can do at least a couple 30s. I don't know if I can do sets. So we're gonna find out here probably within the next couple weeks. Lateral raises, and then I went and did the push downs, and my arms are already tired, so that killed me. And I think I accidentally added a plate to that because they were like really hard, like preternaturally hard, like, and it just felt like really heavy. But I thought I was doing 8 plates over there before, and that's what I got on there today, and it just felt like, because I usually do 15 of those, I only get 8, and I know I was pretty exhausted, but Jesus, it was like impossible. Like, I was like struggling with that. And then I came over and did concentration curls. I was gonna do machine curls. Because it's, like I said, that setup machine, which I'm actually going to help my buddy Pat get his, that's like a great machine. Like, you can do it with bars and attachments and creativity. You can do everything on one of those things, and you're not going to max it out for a while. So like, if you're starting out, like, yeah, you can come close, but like progressively overloading sets and reps and not just weights, you have many years on that kind of machine until you're like an elite, and then use it as warm-ups or whatever. I've been using it, some of them for warm-ups, and then a lot of it I use for like these new exercises that I found. So we're gonna get him all set up, and he's gonna have that. He has a Bowflex right now, but I think this will be better for him in the long run. The chest press, I really like a chest press more than a bench press for me personally, because it's more comfortable. Bench press really hurts my shoulders, and it's probably because I'm 100% doing it wrong, but it just really makes my shoulders, like, especially like in this area, like it feels like it's popping, and I don't like that. Same thing with chest supported rows. I did those the other day, and just I felt the front of my shoulder just like it really hurt. so I had to like cut it short. But I've never had problems with rows before. I put some extra weight on it this time to give it a shot. Maybe that was too much. Maybe I went too high, too fast. But 110 pounds on a chest-supported row for someone who's like at my level of back strength and stuff like that, it should be no problem, because I can like squat a whole shitload, deadlift a whole shitload, lateral pull down. I can do pull-ups and stuff like that, which is 110 is half my body weight, and I can pull that up no problem. But I guess it's all the motion, everything. There's so much stuff that goes into it. I might not have been properly warmed up. There's a lot of factors, but it really bothered me that it hurt. So I'm gonna take a week off of doing those and try it again next week. See if that helps. See if a little rest helps. Now I did have a separated shoulder at one point, a grade 2 separation, so I didn't need surgery, and it did heal. But sometimes when I hang, I can feel it kind of click, and I don't like that. And maybe that's all builds into it. I'm gonna try to do more dead hangs too. I saw one of my online people that I follow, Trainer Winnie. He's like a Russian dude who does animations and stuff like that, but he's like a big workout guy, and he said that dead hangs are a game changer, and I follow a lot of his advice. So if he says it's gonna work, then I trust him. So I'm gonna start doing dead hangs too, and maybe that'll help with my shoulder mobility, and also help add to the pull-ups. I still don't know. I'm just kind of nervous to start, because like it's one of those things you want to be good at it right away, like just psychologically you want to, like not necessarily you need to. So I'm like, I feel like if I can't hang for a minute, I'll feel like a failure. But I feel like I should be able to hang for a minute. We'll see though. Maybe I'll do a short form video, see how long I can dead hang off of my bar over there. And it sucks though too, because it's like not super high. So not only am I hanging with my shoulders, I also have to keep my legs curled, and I have to like activate my core. So I'm gonna be stressing a lot more muscles than just my shoulders and hands and grip that day. So that may play into it. But I should be able to get a minute. Come on, man. And now I watch, this is the week I don't get a minute, or the month I don't get a minute, and I fail the Blazing Wings challenge, and I just look like a fool in front of everyone. But I hope not. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. Hopefully we got some belief. But yeah, that's basically what we got going on today. I said I got some new music coming out. Look for stickers and other merch. I'm gonna have some Most Hated live stream stuff too, because I've worked real hard on a bunch of the logos. I'm creating a logo for my buddy Pat for his online character that he's been since I've been friends with him, maybe even a little bit longer, like over 25 years. So I think that's pretty crazy. So that he trusted me with that. So I want to do a great job there, and I'm gonna do some more Man Legion stuff. I really need to start streaming more. I don't like to spend time away from the family, like days off and stuff like that. I get a little bit of time, but I don't want to pull myself away, because I don't want this to become like my life, my all-consuming life. So I'll do, I like hanging out with my kid like a lot, and he doesn't like to do this kind of stuff. Like you saw the couple that he was on, where he's like super awkward, and even the Manly Brandon and Dirt Bike Try stuff, like you can tell he's just like, he's comfortable with it, like to an extent, but he does not like to be like, that's why I don't focus the camera on him and stuff like that, because it just bothers him, so I don't want to force anything, but I don't make him do those. Like he comes to me like, hey Dad, you want to try something? You want to do, so he's into it. It's just the reality of people watching him kind of bothers him. Like I don't have very many subscribers. Like I have like 1,000 or something, and I appreciate all you guys, by the way. But like the amount of people that see the videos, like I said, I just hit over 1 million channel views this week. So like 1 million people, because those get my most views. Like it used to be my Bean Facts, which I know I keep saying it, but we hammered out a lot more details for the Bean Facts movie, and I'm looking to do it in August. Let's put a date on it. We're gonna do it in August. My buddy's birthday is August 4th, and I think we can do it like it's we can shoot it in like a week. Like it won't take long. It's low budget. It's funny. It's gonna be offensive. Because that's kind of what Most Hated live stream is. So I hope it doesn't alienate anyone, because everything we say is just jokes, not to be taken like super serious. Like if you can't laugh at yourself and you can't laugh at like the dumb stuff that's going on in the world right now, then there's no hope. Everything's on the table. So we'll see. Hopefully you guys like it. I'm shooting for at least an hour and 30 minutes long of just random ridiculous scenes. And yeah, so it's gonna be fun. So we're gonna shoot that and get that going. So look for that. We're gonna try. I'm gonna try to put that out around Halloween also, but we're gonna try to start shooting in August. So I'm gonna be doing stuff like that and get it, because I got it like mostly written, but then we added some ideas, and so I got to change a few things. But I think it's gonna be pretty fun. So look for Bean Facts the movie. Look for some merch. New music, Dead Emo Kid. Always more Manly Brandon and Dirt Bike Tries, stuff like that. And as always, y'all stay frosty, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.
Chaos reigns, break free. Order dies, can't see. Shadows rise, bleakly. Screams ignite, cruel spree. Make America hate again. Fuels of fire, endless pain. Crumble the weak, truth insane. Darkness unleashed.